right. Hi, everybody. I'm Ben Lake,
I'm Sarah Lake.
and we're here to do an interview with Nathan. So, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks so much, guys, for joining on and doing this. It's so good to see everybody. I hope for all of you that are watching at home, it's been good to see all these different people every single week. I know for me, it has been really fun to interview everybody because I get to talk with everybody that I don't necessarily normally talk to on a weekly basis, and some normalcy because normally we see people on Sunday morning, and obviously we don't see them on Sunday morning anymore. So it's good to see that. But one question I've been asking every single family, every single couple, every single person I've been interviewing is, how have you guys been passing all the extra time at home? Because obviously you're not going to the grocery store as much as you used to, or maybe you're doing pickup like I'm doing pickup. And so there's a lot of extra time. What are some things you guys have been doing? Maybe you have some ideas you want to share with people like me. Maybe, you got craft ideas. I know, Sarah, you're a very crafty person. So what have you guys been doing?
Well, since I was furloughed at the end of March, I took on the task of making masks I was going to donate some, but then a bunch of people got word that I was selling them, that I was making them, and they wanted to buy some. So I have been making masks. I am just below 75 masks that I've made. So I've been doing a lot of that during the day. It definitely keeps my time going, which is great. And then something that we've done together was, we have a bunch of board games, and what we've done at the beginning was write down all of our board games, and we've been slowly working through it. We have about 3 games left on our list of games. So
Yeah,
That's impressive.
yeah, just kind of rediscovering old games and that kind of stuff. That's probably been the neat thing, is like, why did we stop playing this?
Yeah.
But that's been really cool. So, what else?
we've been discovering new TV shows too. We have a couple of new ones. Like, we really like The Masked Singer. I know that started
haven't seen
before
that
all
yet.
this, but we've been watching that and keeping up with that. And then we started the new CBS series Picard, that's based on Jean-Luc Picard from Star
Oh,
Trek.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in addition to all that stuff, I've also obviously been working on the Sunday services, putting all that together. That's been
Yes.
pretty.
For those of you who do not know, Ben Lake does such an amazing job putting that all together every week. The reason you see people's names and the scripture and the lyrics, everything, it's all because of Ben. He puts it all out there. So Ben, seriously, thank you so much for doing that, because the quality is so much higher than Kent and I could ever do. So we, if you've watched the family activity videos, or you've watched anything else like the devotionals that I put together on a weekly basis, and then you watch the sermon, there's a marked quality difference. So seriously, Ben, thank you so much for doing that.
Well,
I think everybody really appreciates that. So
yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of what I do. It's just that it's wonderful to be able to do this for the church. It's been a lot of fun.
well,
So
we appreciate, actually this week, the Sunday school lesson is on many parts but one body, and how all of us have our different skills and talents and abilities that we all bring to the table, and it creates our church body and our body of believers. And this is a perfect example. Somebody with skills brings them to the table, and look at that. We have a good Sunday morning service for now. So seriously, Ben, thanks so much.
it'll be a good
What
day.
what has been one of the things that you guys have learned the most, or maybe relearned, about maybe God, or even just about life in general, or about scripture, something you found really comforting, maybe learned, relearned, whatever?
I know with being furloughed, that was pretty hard, and just realizing, like, now what do I do with my time, especially since I can't do, like, oh, I'll go meet so-and-so, or I'll run to the store and do the shop, go do I'll go bum around a craft store or whatever. I can't
Right.
do that. So just having him show up in the ask for the face masks, even though I was going to donate some, having the need that people want them because they're going to be using them has been awesome. And it's just like that it's been 8 hours a day that I've been working on them at times. And so it's like, it's nice to see him fill my time when I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to. And every time it starts dipping down, it picks back up. So
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And for me, I think it's just about the time, just everything kind of slowing down a little bit. You have a little bit of time to actually kind of enjoy things, I guess would be the way to say it.
Mhm.
Like the fact that we're having lunches together,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's been working really well. Usually everything's pretty hurried, pretty rushed. I mean, but now it's yeah, that's basically the
Yeah.
main thing for me. It's just
The time together.
yeah, the time together it isn't as stressful or as tense as you thought it would be. It's just we really do get along. We really are best friends. So it's cool.
You know, it's so funny you say that, Ben, because Rose and I have been talking about it every single day. The same thing. It's like we never eat lunch together because I go home to allow the dogs, and she can't go home because she has like a half hour for lunch, and then she has to teach again. And
Mhm.
so
Right.
it's like it's so weird that we're both home together
Yeah.
all day and
Yep.
all night. And you're right. It's like time has just kind of slowed down, and I think it's gonna be weird to get back into
Oh yeah.
when everybody's back at work and like time is picking back up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, where I work is technically considered, we determined that we're actually essential. So every so often I do head back into the
Yeah.
office just to like pick stuff up. And it's just so weird. I'm just, how am I going to do this now,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I go in the church office, I'm like, this is so weird. Like I'm just going in to grab things. I'm not like sitting at my desk. I'm not like looking
Right.
out the window. I'm not
Mhm.
like getting classrooms ready for Sunday school. Like it's just
Right.
it's weird. It's so weird.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there you go.
What do you guys think has been one of the most encouraging things that you guys have seen, either from neighbors, from people online, people in your community, just something that's like brightened your day, that's made you smile, that's made you go, you know what, this we can get through this together.
I really like seeing people out. Like we have a bike trail that's not too far from us, and we'll go walk it or we'll bike it. Mostly he bikes it, but just seeing all the people out there, and we're just kind of like everyone wants to be outside together, and it's like everyone's just got that smile on their face, and they're happy to be out when it's beautiful outside. And sometimes even when it's like on the edge, you're like, nope, we're getting out and going out, and just seeing more people that way.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm. Hmm. I think it'd be pretty similar on my end of things.
Hmm.
It's just, I mean, obviously you don't see people when they're like having their meltdowns, which does happen, but at the same time, it's hmm, you do get the sense that people understand that they're in it together. I
Hmm.
mean, it really, I
Mhm.
mean, it's kind of a trite thing to say, but when you look out there, for the most part, it seems to be a real sentiment. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
And it happens in just these really little ways. I mean, not like big gestures of gratitude or anything. It's like
Right.
just staying out of somebody's way at a store and nobody's complaining, that
Yeah.
kind of
Right,
stuff. Just
right.
the
Yeah.
little itty bitty things.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's the small things for sure. I mean, like even like so our car is decorated right now.
Yeah.
I
And
saw that.
it has yeah, you saw the video. So like on one side it says brighten someone's day. And today we were driving and you know, everybody has their windows down and this lady pulled up next to us. She had her windows up, she rolled her windows down, she said, "Your car really encouraged me." And she had
Mhm.
this big smile, give us a big thumbs up. I was like, man, like that just it's something so small, but
Yeah.
like it's you yeah, you just feel everybody's in this together because it's not just affecting like, oh, it's just young people or oh, it's just old people or oh, it's just this or just this. It's just people in Texas. It's just people in California. Like when a
Mhm.
hurricane or a wildfire, it's like this is everybody. Like
Yeah.
there's not a single person who this has not impacted in some way, some fashion. It's just like
Right.
yeah, you just get that sense that yeah, everybody's there for everybody. It's just
Yeah.
it's really an encouraging
Mhm.
thing. I think it's really been
Mhm.
encouraging. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this is all over soon, and
Yep.
Yay.
hopefully we can go back to normal life,
Yes.
and we can be
Mhm.
back to working and going to church and everything else. And
Yeah. It'll be nice to get back to a routine.
Mhm.
it will. I think that's the hardest thing is the routine.
Mhm.
Because I don't know about you guys, but like we've tried to get in a routine, but it's like every day there's just something that comes up that's like,
Yep.
oh, I guess that's not happening today.
Right. We've been pretty good about our meal plans. I plan it out so far in advance, and we may not necessarily do it in that order, but for
Yeah.
that week we've been staying in, the 7 things we have planned for the week. We've been getting through those 7 things.
Yep.
So like at least there's a little bit of routine there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Are you baking any bread?
I have been baking a little bread, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Baking
I
those
went
tonight.
I'm baking one tonight for communion.
perfect. Oh, look at that fresh bread for communion.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's perfect. Yeah, no, we love making pizza, homemade pizza. We make it all the
Mhm.
time. And I went to Walmart the first week that the stores were closing because I was like, when people are stuck inside, they're going to try and learn how to bake, and I need
Yep.
yeast. And so
Yep.
I went and I bought like 6 bottles of yeast. I was like, I need as much as I can get because who knows
Yep.
That was a
when
good
the shortage
call.
is going to come. And then like the next week I tried to order more, like just in case. And they're like, we're out. I was like, when are you guys getting more? They're like, we don't know. I was like, I'm glad I
Yeah.
ordered that. And we've already gone through a lot.
I struggled to find some, but I did eventually find 1 jar. It should last me a while though.
And that the jars do last a long time. I realized after I bought like 6 of them, I was like, I probably didn't need this much.
I know where to go when I need more.
Yes, you can call me Sarah. I will definitely have some available. So, well, it's good to hear from you guys. And thanks so much for
Good to
hopping
hear
on
from you
here
too.
and doing this. And good to hear from you guys. And hopefully we're all together again soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.